I'm Cornholio. I need me for my bunghole. Bunghole. Are you threatening me? Are you threatening me?
What the hell are you doing?
And away we go. Can you smell what the Coob's got cooking? Welcome back, ball bags. Welcome back, leatherheads, to another exciting episode of the Gettin Salty Experience podcast. It's the only podcast in the whole wide world that brings the kitchen table to you, ball bags. As always,
great work.
I'm joined by my buddy. He needs a shave. My buddy's back from hunting, killing deer like it's nobody's business, going Rambo on the deer out there, bro. It's not over. It's not over.
Nothing is over.
Nothing is over.
Ruffy Ruffrano.
Hey.
Then we got Petey Pete's producer Pete, Proby Pete on the wheels of steel.
Hello. Happy Hanukkah.
Coming on, Peter.
Hello. Shalom. That was really from Mikey Milner.
Awesome. Beautiful. All right, Pete, what are we brought to you by? Give us a shameless plug. Hit it up.
And you all know who we're brought to you by, but if you don't, head on over to www.gettinsaltyapparel.com, where you'll find awesome t-shirts like this turning out t-shirt that I'm wearing tonight, or Mr. Louis Refrano's hat. Shalom, beautiful. What is that? Velvet.
Oh, the Erasing the Reaper. Erasing the Reaper.
Yeah, man. So Gettin Salty Apparel, guys, if you haven't heard about it, it's where we sell all kinds of firefighter apparel, firefighter accessories, bunker gear, toiletry bag, shot glasses, beer glasses, awesome little lighters, all kinds of fun stuff like that. So if you guys want to support us and support the show, head on over to gettinsaltyapparel.com.
Yeah, man, we got toiletry bags for you ball bags. Go get them.
Yeah.
And Pete, what might be the word of the night?
Oh, it's going to be a long night tonight, boys, because the word of the day is where's the beef?
Where's the beef?
Where's the beef?
I see
All
a
right,
beef.
this man needs no introduction. He's dispatcher. What? Treat tree? Something
Treat trio.
Treat trio. You might not know him as Robert K. Engel. You might know him as the Beef Man. Ba, ba, ba.
Yay, Beef Man.
We finally got him. We got him.
We got him. We got him.
You will be in. You
Welcome to
will
the
be in.
show.
Welcome to the show, Beef Man.
Thank you.
What are you, the
Thank you for having
discotheque there, beef?
He's got a little
Yeah,
disco
I got a
about
little
it, bro.
poncho going in the back here.
Yeah, man.
It's beginning
Looks
to
good.
look a lot like Christmas on Hanukkah.
Oh, Hanukkah. Whatever. He's beginning to look a lot like Colonel Sanders. Something wrong with your medulla oblongata, Colonel Sanders.
Did you always have that white beard there, goatee there,
Oh,
beef?
it turned white over
No,
the years.
just for Sunday. I get to, I
Maybe-
take it off, I put it on, I take it off, I put it on. It's
I
one of
lift
the
things
blue
up and
ones.
put
The
them
blue
down.
one.
Because you rolled it in dirt.
Robert K. Engel, the
I'm
Beef
going to
Man.
be
First,
70.
Holy
70.
shit.
Holy
Yeah.
crap, man! You look a day over 69. You look great,
God
bro.
bless you. Yeah.
God bless me.
Oh, God.
First I got when you got the name Beef Man. Before we
I think I'm
dive
in for
into
trouble, I
Beef
think.
Man's long, I'm telling you, long. This might be the oldest buff we got, man. The longest guy in the fire service. Before we get into that, how'd you get the name Beef Man?
Oh, that's a story and a half, but I'll give you a breakdown on it.
Go.
They opened up a Chinese restaurant next to the firehouse, 60 inch in Ang Pangs. And I never ate Chinese food in my life. And I started eating pork fried rice like I was going to jail. And that wait was going on. So we had a lieutenant in 60. He says, you better stay the fuck out of that place because you're going to get really beefy. Bunk. That was like, I welded to my forehead.
That's it. The Beef Man.
Well,
Yeah,
Beef,
it was wild.
I don't know if you know this, but you got a lot of fans. I mean, the chat has been going crazy. The Getting Salty page has been going nuts. People, there's already 530 people in the room right now. But I don't know if you know this, but 3 young ladies sent in a video,
Yep.
like a hello to you because they're
It's
smoking
hot.
hot. And I was
Very hot.
thinking.
Bikinis.
It's the Beef
Smoking
Fan
hot.
Club, I think, bro. The Beef has got groupies.
Yeah,
Beef
so
groupies.
we were hoping to just play that for you before we get rolling here. Here we
get it,
go.
man.
It certainly is a big bun.
It's a very big bun.
Big fluffy bun.
It's a very big fluffy bun.
Where's the beef?
I love it. That's Mona from Corona.
Hey, Bob, you got big buns?
Yeah,
He's
baby.
got very fluffy.
Big fluffy buns. Big fluffy ones.
I blow them up every morning.
Nice.
Nice.
Awesome. All right, Beef Man, where'd you grow up? Where'd you come from? What's your neighborhood? Give me a little background on the Beef.
I grew up in the South Bronx. So I lived on Brook Avenue on 44th Street.
Really?
Until the neighborhood started going south, and then we moved up to north to Parkchester. And from there, we went up to Trogs Neck Country Club.
Oh, Trogs Neck.
Yeah, Trogs Neck there. And what happened was how my time started buffing in the fire department. My father was in the war with a bunch of guys, and they came out of the war. Everybody was taking civil service tests back then, and my father got wounded. He had like 75% of one of his eyes he couldn't see out of, so he couldn't take any civil service. But what happened was we had a fire on Brook Avenue, right across the street from my house, where I lived in a railroad flat, and there was two guys working that he was in the war with, So that's how they invited him to the firehouse. Then he got in there. He used to go in and play, cards with them and everything and stuff. And then he asked if he could bring his son, and I sat down. I came in. I sat on watch when I was a little kid. Your house watches with the brass railings and the bells and all that stuff.
Yeah. What year are we talking about, Beef Man?
So that's how my journey. I love.
What year are we talking, Beef Man? What year was that?
Oh, first year in 1958.
Holy shit, 1958. Buffing out in what? In 60 and 17?
Yeah, but it was a good neighborhood then. It wasn't a bad neighborhood.
Right.
Then it started going south. I remember when in 1958 they were doing 600, 700 runs a year, and then by 1968 they're doing 8,000 runs a year.
Wow. 10-year difference. The Bronx was burning, baby.
Oh, freaking yeah! I don't know how them brothers did it. I'll tell you, it's amazing. I'll tell you, it's amazing what them guys. A lot of them are not around anymore because of that. But they were tough son of a guns, man. They were tough guys.
Man, 1958. You must have walked into a kitchen. First of all, everybody was probably smoking. They may have had a little something on the table. It could have been, might have heard of something like that. Had something on the table.
Maybe.
Everybody's walking around with jeans. Everybody's got the scruffy face, right? The playing cards.
Yeah.
1958, right? How many guys had the what'd you say before? The Vitalis in the hair? You know what I'm saying? To be in 1958, brother.
Vitalis.
What was that? You broke up, Kev. I didn't get
1958. You walked in there. There's probably a cloud of smoke. Everybody's smoking. Everybody's doing
they
something.
were,
You know what I mean?
Sure, yeah. Everybody from the guy with the gold badge to the silver badge.
You know it, brother.
Yeah.
Awesome.
But it was a very good fire. But we had I don't want to jump out of it. Back in the 70s, we had a terrible cloud over our heads. We lost like 5 guys in 3 years,
Really?
Yeah. It was the same, But we had, we had a fire once on Brook Avenue on 48th Street. And it was a freestanding building. There was fire on a 3rd floor. We had people up on a 5th floor, 6th floor. And we put the bucket up. The guy was Harry Ho. He was taking Frankie Duffy to the roof, and he was the OV man, Harry. And he laid the bucket on the corners, and on the bottom of the bucket there was 2. They were called butterflies. They would drain the pipe out so it wouldn't freeze in it, and that embedded into the corners. And when he was going out to get the people, he injected the trigger, and it caterpillar him right out of the bucket.
Oh, Harry Hoey, right? They
named
They named that belt. They named the belt after him after that, right?
Right. They didn't have the belt
the Harry Hoey belt, right?
He landed right in front of me. I thought it was a piece of the corners.
Holy shit!
Holy shit! You saying that you were there for that job?
Oh yeah, I took him to the hospital.
Wow.
We ripped the door off the 1st floor apartment, and we used it as a bed, like a Stokes. Put him in the back of the Chief's car with Joe Krebs and Peace. They were driving, and I got in the back with him, and I was just giving him oxygen, keeping him going as much as I could. And then I told him, throw me the radio, and they gave me the radio. And I told him on the radio, 14th Battalion of Bronx, urgent. And I told him we have a serious injured firefighter coming into Lincoln Hospital.
Wow.
When we got there, there was so many white coats outside waiting for us. And I went in the emergency room with him, and I seen him. They opened up his chest, and I fainted. They took his heart out.
Holy shit!
Come on, holy shit!
I've seen that before, man. I once was standing over an open heart surgery, and the doctor pulled out the heart like this, and then cut
That's
the
what
valve.
they did. Yeah.
Wow.
Well, I went out of the picture, and Charlie Bishop, which was the captain of Rescue Tree at the time, he was a fireman at 17. When I came through, he was standing next to me. Okay, I go, yeah. I don't remember what happened. I blacked out, but I seen a lot of things in a very young age in that job, you know. And, then we had the guys get electrocuted down in the freight yards. Two guys from 17-2. They hit. They were putting down a ladder, 35-footer, and they hit a 15,000-volt line. And, they were gone.
Hey, Petey, post that young picture of a young beef man.
Yeah, I got you.
Where's that?
Boom.
Beef man.
Oh yeah, Jesus.
The Vitalis.
Yeah, the Vitalis.
So you were just buffing here, Beef?
Yeah, I was just a buff there. Yeah.
Look at the flashlight the guy's got.
Yeah,
A young
the
fellow
fellow in the
beef man.
background with the glasses. He's a reverend. He was the reverend, and he used to come over to 60 all the time. And his son was in 50 engine, and his brother-in-law, his son-in-law was Billy Woods. You remember Billy Woods in the job? He was a fireman, 50 engine too, and then 10. Yeah, he just passed away himself. God rest his soul. Yeah, that was this fella here, Joe the Mutt. He got a little turned around in a brownstone on the first floor. You know, no mass days. You know, so I seen him in the window. And I said, "Let me try to give this guy a hand." And I grabbed him. I said, "Come on, Joe, this way." And we got out, and he was like fucking going out of the picture. So I threw the oxygen on him. And he came through.
What's that you got hanging around your neck there? You got a little badge hanging around your neck.
That was my Buffy badge. They gave me a badge, 16, 17.
Get out of here. Look at that.
Yeah.
So this is around 1958, what year is this?
This was, I think, around 67.
67. Awesome.
Yeah.
Hey, Pete, what's the word of the day again?
Oh, that would be the word of the day would be, where's the beef?
So this is 67 right here. I don't want to say it was the year before I was born, but it was the year before I was born.
What's that?
I said I don't want to tell you it's the year
Kevin,
before I was born, but it was the year before I was born. There you go.
God bless you,
Thank
brother.
you, kid. Nice.
Yeah.
So 58, you start buffing out, and then you said you took this test in 71.
Yeah, and then they had that 3-to-1 stuff, and it screwed the shit out of me. But you know, there's nothing I wanted to be than a fireman in this world, you know.
Right.
And it just didn't work out for me. But I went on the patrol, and you know, we did a lot of running back in them days down Alphabet City because I worked in the village, and I seen a lot of fire, helped a lot of firemen out, helped the chiefs out, you know, stuff like that. Because we had a good crew there, like Patty Brown, myself, a couple other guys, Jack Dearbolt, what's his name, the chief in the 2-2 battalion, Jack Calderon, Bobby Watts, a lot of guys that came on the job, and
yeah, man, they were rocking and rolling down there. 11 truck, 17 engine,
yeah, 28 and 11.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Yep. 18 truck. Shit.
Yeah, my father was an engine.
Man,
he got after 28 truck, he went to 17 engine. He was there from 1960 to I don't know, sometime in the mid 60s, I think. Or
yeah. What did your father go up to? What rank?
It was just a fireman, bro.
Oh, fireman. Yeah.
Just like me and my other brother. There was only one guy. Only one guy who ascended the ranks. So
that's Chief Steve, right?
Oh, you said his name, Pete. Chief Steve.
Hey, Chief Steve. Wait, who's this Chief Steve?
You know this guy.
I'm Chief Steve. I'm here to inspect. That better not be beer on your breath. Line up in order. Dress right, dress. Go get a comb. Your hair's a fucking mess. Proper uniform is what I'm here to see. No getting salty shirts, they won't get past me, 'cause I'm Chief Steve.
Nice.
Thank you. I won an Emmy, a daytime Emmy for that one.
You know what I was thinking too? I just started working on lyrics for a new one. We got to get a new one going, bro. Oh, look at that guy, man. Who is that?
Yeah. That's we were out in the Rock. We were going for auxiliary firemen, and Rescue 1 was out there doing something. So I opened the cab up. I seen the helmet, Lieutenant. I put it on my head.
Oh,
nice.
shit.
That's a black helmet I got. The other ones had yellow helmets.
Oh, yeah, I see that.
Yeah.
How old are you there?
Look at the guns on the beef man show.
I was about maybe 18, 19, 18 years old.
You got a little
Nice.
gun show going there. Where's the beef?
Yeah, I used to, you know.
Where's the beef?
Hey!
I played a lot of football in my days. You know?
All right, there we go.
What? Who were you working with, Bob? When you were working in fire patrol, were you working with any guys that ended up getting on the job?
Oh yeah, sure. I worked with Patty Brown,
Oh shit!
Tommy O'Kane, Carl Reggio, Jack Calderon. He was in number 3.
Wow.
Bobby Watts. That's Patty Brown there coming to see me in the Manhattan CO. Yeah, me and Patty grew up together. You know, we were pretty close.
Right. He was very highly decorated firefighter, man. Great guy.
He was a great guy, Patty. He was a great firefighter. Oh, great fireman. Yeah. And
Petey, we got pictures
just,
of fire
it's a
patrol.
shame.
Put up some pictures, please.
oh, that's me making a
What are you
beef
making there?
loaf. A beef loaf.
The beef.
You know what I made there? I shaped it. Excuse the French, but I was cock and balls, and I had mozzarella cheese coming out of the head of it.
Okay, listen. All right, time out. Now I know where John Ielpi got it from because he was in fire patrol and he used to make the cock and ball loaf with the same thing. He would have the mozzarella coming out the tip. So
Yeah.
he got that from you. He stole that from you, the cock and ball loaf.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Cock and ball loaf.
But that was great, though, you know, because we had a great crew there, you know. There's only me and Paul Wormsey, the only one still alive. Paul Wormsey was a fireman up in Connecticut, the black guy, the chauffeur, and Johnny Brennan passed. Harry Doe was a dispatcher with me, and Pop. He was a senior guy. They're all gone now, you know. But
where did you
fun
pull
there,
out of?
thank
Which fire patrol?
Well, I was in number 2 on West 3rd Street.
Okay.
And I stayed there I got promoted to sergeant, and then I floated, and then they gave me a group in number 2 and back on West 3rd Street.
Right. Well, how many fire patrols were there originally back in the day?
In the day, there was 12 double sections.
Holy shit.
Yeah, they
I
had
didn't
them in the
know that
Browns.
many.
They had them all over the place.
Wow.
And then they were down to 3, and then they closed them all down. I don't know what the hell happened.
So they went from 12 to 3, and then they eventually
No, there's
closed them.
24 units.
What?
20. There was double sections.
And that was just for insurance. Like
Yeah,
that was.
the
I
New
was
York
going to
Board
say it had to be something to
New
do with
York Board of
lawyers.
Fire underwriters.
Right.
You know,
So
they
what
had
you would do, would you respond to jobs in mostly commercials, right? And you would.
You're right. Yeah, and we go to the floor below and try to protect whatever it is, you know, merchandise, cover it up, pump the water out,
Right.
you know, stuff like that. We did some fire do, you know, with if the chief knew us, you know, he would say, "Listen, can you give me a hand? You know, get a line started into this exposure tool or
Right.
something like that." You know.
But you guys basically worked. You had a firehouse that you posed most of the closest thing.
Oh
to,
yeah, we had a great.
Yeah, it's the
You
closest
know who
thing to
bought
being a
that?
fireman.
The guy from CNN. What's his name? He bought the Patrol 2 on 3rd Street.
Yeah. We were actually going to go to that building.
Oh, it's a beautiful, Louis. It's a beautiful building.
What the hell is his name? Cooper.
Anderson
Anderson Cooper.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
I think he paid $12 million for that building.
Yep.
Really?
Anderson Vanderbilt.
Right. He's got
There's
that
a
kind
true
of
story
kid.
about there's a ghost on the 4th floor there.
Come on.
I
Yeah.
swear to God, yeah. What happened was a guy hooked up with another guy's wife, you know, in the patrol, and he was doing.
Can't believe
the
that
wrong
happened.
thing. Yeah,
Never.
and what happened was he went up on the top floor and he fucking hung himself.
Come
Oh,
on.
shit.
Yeah. We used to hang our covers up there to dry, you know, and he throw rope around the thing to hang him, and he's just somebody fell up there hanging.
Really?
What year was that?
Back in the 40s, I think. I think it was in the 40s. I don't know exactly the date, but it was in the 40s. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's a true story. There's a lot of things that went on in that house. Everybody's down and out, you know, sleeping, and the fucking lights come on, and there's nobody around.
Oh, I'm out.
Oh, something's going on there.
Yeah. See ya. Transfer. See ya. I'm out of here. And now Cooper's in there.
Yeah, he's in there. He renovated that whole place, Kevin.
We're gonna get over there once the
Cooper's the ghost.
It's 84 West 3rd Street between Sullivan and Thompson.
Yeah, we're gonna get up there. We have a lot of shows we can't get to right now because of
Yeah, the COVID. Yeah,
that thing. You
And
know?
then the other one was on 30th Street between 7th and 8th.
Oh, by the garden, right?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what that building is now. Beautiful building.
And somebody bought it. They bought them all. They bought the
Yeah.
one out in Brooklyn on Dean and Court. Somebody bought that too. They were all sold.
What year did the fire patrol start? Do you know, Beefman?
Oh, before they were paid before the New York City Fire Department.
So they were
1800s.
would they respond the same thing with horse and
Oh, yeah, they had the horse-drawn
Really?
wagons and everything.
I didn't even
Yeah,
know that,
there's
man.
somebody. They have videos of it. You know, with them flying around the corner on the horse pulling the wagon. It was like amazing.
That's really cool, man.
How-
Yeah, actually,
how-
there's the history of that. How it became the fire patrol. They used to run around with buckets them days, you know, covers and catch the water and throw it out the window, you know, stuff
Right.
like that.
How did you decide that you wanted to do that? Like, how did that come about?
Well, what happened was when I became eligible to take tests, I took like fire, took police, I took police, housing, fire, transit, court officer, patrol, and patrol called me and first in '72, and I was still waiting to become a firefighter, and they came up with this 3-to-1 shit, and I got blown off the list on that, and then. Yeah, a lot of things. You know, another test to the state, then a 3-to-1. Then the females came on, and yeah, I went. I opened a big court case with a reverse discrimination with against the females, and this judge Sifton was the judge, and he threw it out, and we had to get. You know, I got to. You know, these lawyers, you got to pay them fucking thousands and thousands of dollars. You know.
Yeah.
So you know, now while I had this thing going, the guys that are on the list, on my list, they're going on the jobs now because they're getting called, and now I'm losing guys. You know, so. You know, I can't ask a guy for another $5,000 or $3,000 to keep this thing going. So, actually, I you know, if I had the money, I would have went the whole 9 yards, but I didn't, and I just dropped it. I dropped the whole fucking thing. So I stayed on the patrol. You know.
Hey, Pete, somebody was saying that the patrol was chartered in 1867.
Yeah, that's what it probably. Yeah.
Wow.
I'm going to check real quick.
Sweet. What about the fire markers? You know anything about fire markers?
The fire what?
Fire markers on the buildings.
Oh, yeah.
They're stuck on my wall. I can't get them off.
Oh,
Remember they put the
shit.
fire markers outside, so if you had a fire marker, you paid insurance, and they would put the fire out.
Right,
Otherwise,
exactly.
they didn't put the fire out. Yeah,
They go around the corner to another place
yeah, man.
and just keep going.
Yeah, my
Yeah, that
father
was
found these in a basement somewhere. All these fire markers. There's about 6 of them.
Yeah,
And I did them over. I refurbed them.
yeah. That was a real good job, I tell you. You know, it's just that it's a shame that whatever they did downtown with the New York Board of Fire Underwriters, they shut it down.
Yeah, why is that? Why did they have any for them anymore?
I was gone. You know, I was gone when a long time before that happened. You know,
Just a quick thing, boys. New York Fire Patrol (FDNY) was a salvage corps created by the New York Board of Fire Underwriters, which operated from 1839 until October 15th, 2006.
Wow.
Mhm.
And the original mission was twofold: to discover
Mhm.
fires and to
So it's
prevent
39?
losses to insured properties.
1839.
yeah.
1839.
You know, we used to make some.
Crazy.
We used to make some great saves with the covers and everything. You know?
Yeah. Hell
Yeah, we put millions of dollars we saved.
Oh my God! Because whatever the fire does destroy, the firemen destroy with the water and the wrecking.
Oh yeah, I mean, you know, especially in February, the sprinkler heads going off. You know,
Oh my
they
God!
shut the heat down on Friday night, and Monday morning they come in, they turn the heat on. You get fucking heads blown off all over the place. You know.
Yep.
So, but yeah, well, great job, but a lot
So
of guys.
what you decide to leave in what 89, and you're gonna become a dispatcher?
Yeah,
How'd
well,
that
like I
work?
said, I got promoted. I was a sergeant for about 9 years, and then I took the dispatcher's test, and they called me, and I said, you know, I'm not getting any younger doing this. I'm freezing my balls off in the winter, and I'm sweating my nuts off in the summer. So I said, here's an opportunity, you know. Said, let me try the dispatcher. So I went on, and I put 25 years in that borough, you know, in that job. It was a great job too, you know.
You started out in Manhattan, you said, for a year.
Yeah, I had 1 year, almost a year and a half in Manhattan, and then I asked Commissioner Gregory if I could transfer to the Bronx, and he says, "You be a good boy." I'm like, okay, Commissioner. They put me up in the Bronx.
And what are those? What kind of chart do they work? The dispatchers, do they work similar to us, or?
We worked 25 group system. We worked 2 days on which are 12-hour tours,
Right.
7 to 7s. Swing off for 24, 2-night tours, 7 to 7, and then swing off the third. Your third swing would be your second swing would be at 96, 4 days off. But on the fourth swing, it was 120. You finish your 2 nights, then you have 5 days off.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so you should get, you get 4 mutuals, you had 2 weeks off,
Yeah, so it's sort of similar to
Yeah, right, yeah,
job.
yeah.
Right.
Yep, it's similar to that, We had a good rapport with the firemen down in Manhattan, Yeah, I
Right.
had the first fire in the World Trade Center in 1973. The top of the
Really?
world, the restaurant. That thing was roaring, man. Holy
Really?
shit. Yeah.
Huh.
Yep. Then we had another
Did you walk up?
second alarm on 1980, whatever that was. That thing was freaking roaring too.
Yeah, man. Hey, somebody in the chat's asking if you were on for Black Sunday in the Bronx.
Was I working?
Yeah.
No, I was not working. No. I was listening to it though. Yeah, I was listening.
So,
Yeah, that
what-
was
so
insane.
if you were working, you're on the radio, and if you're home, you were buffing out listening to the scanner.
Well, sometimes, yeah. If if I heard like my company in my neighborhood go out, I turn the radio on, and somebody tipped me off on that though, Kevin. They said, "Put on the radio. It's a bad job going all around." I said, "All right." So I turned it
Oh,
on.
really?
Yeah.
Huh.
So when you got on, Beef, who was the main guy that you were learning from? Who was the guy that you were attaching yourself to?
Oh, I got broken in by guy number Herbie Iser, Spatcher 124.
Herbie Iser, we know him well. Everybody knows him. Yeah.
Herbie's a great guy. Yeah, he was in Manhattan with me. I'm in his group, and but the thing about dispatching is that, I always had a foot in the door because I knew the operation outside, and I'm learning the operation on the inside. See, I used to buff in the dispatches back in the heyday too, when it was just bells. I used to go up there, and they had a lot of light duty firemen there.
Really?
There was more firemen there than dispatchers, So the guy, John Murphy, got hurt and he went up there and he said, "Why don't you come up and see the dispatcher's office?" I was like a little kid in a candy store. Yeah, sure. I'd love to go up there. And I started going there and then, just watching like a lot of people don't know exactly what goes on in there. You got to remember, you're running a company, a single company, one company, right? We're running a whole freaking borough, like in the place that's going. And now, back in them days, they would say, "Bronx, any available engines south of Fordham Road." Nobody would answer. They were all fucking working.
Yeah.
Really? Yeah. It was amazing. I tell you, the war years, you wouldn't believe it, man. I remember on the night tours on a Friday night, they would bring 3 engines, 2 trucks, and a chief, and they'd park them outside 16, 17. And you would just roll out and just get a job, roll out and get a job, roll out and get a job. And then they started the interchanging.
Right.
Because you were doing like 30 runs by midnight, fire, 2 fires. And 17 used to interchange with 117 truck in Queens, and them guys were monsters, and they loved to come to the South Bronx. And 60 went to 260 engine. And a lot of guys were old timers too when they brought them in there. You can't do 3, 4 old hands a night tour. Fucking 30 runs. Just pushed a lot of guys out of the job. The interchanges. But
so Mikey Miller's asking who's the best division chief, best chief in the 6th division is what he's asking.
Win now?
Whatever.
Nemechek was the best.
Yeah.
Nemechek was in the 6th division. We had a lot of great. We used to have years ago. We used to have a chief. His name was O'Reilly. They used to call him All Hands O'Reilly. He would never transmit a second alarm. Never. He didn't want to start. He wanted staff chiefs up there. He said, "This is my fire." They used to call him All Hands O'Reilly. There was a lot of great chiefs in that. There's still a lot of great chiefs in that division. That was a great division to come to. It's like the 15th out in Brooklyn.
Yep.
And then the 7th started getting busy, and so most of the work is up in the 7th division now.
Yeah, that's right. Everything's more north. So
I remember one night I was listening to the radio, and 31 truck comes on. They had a job, and the fire's out, and then they're going back to quarters, and they see this thing in the middle of the street, and they thought it was a DOA, So they get up closer to it, and they skinned a gorilla, and they threw it out in the street. So
what?
They skinned a gorilla. You never heard that story?
Gorilla?
Oh,
No. Skinned gorilla? Oh my God! Yeah, they found it out on Charlotte Street. They said one of the guys, "This is not a human being. This is a gorilla." and the cops came. It was a big thing. It was in somebody wrote something on that. I think Dennis Smith wrote something on that.
Really?
No shit.
Wow. I didn't know that
A gorilla in the middle of the 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock. in the
Herbie
morning.
Eisner's nephew was Chris Eisner.
Chris, yeah, great guy.
Yeah.
Good man. He's a chief.
Yeah,
man.
I was in probie school with him. He's a really good guy, man.
Oh, were you? Yeah,
he's a good guy.
Yeah, he's a great guy. Yeah.
Wow.
Chris is a very good. George was a great guy. His father. Oh my God, he was.
I'm trying to find a picture of this skin gorilla, guys. This is crazy.
Pete's on it, skin gorilla.
Yeah, it's actually there's a
Dispatcher said, "Can you repeat that? A lot of tree."
There's a mention of it in the film.
It's a skin. Have the pink.
The cheese man says he remembers that story from the guys in 85 Engine.
Dude, there's only one mention of it in a great movie about the Bronx called Rubble Kings. And it's about kind of like Bronx hip hop and gang culture. But that's the only film that ever mentioned that. I've never heard that story before. I've seen that movie too. I can't remember. I don't remember that scene, but
Did you work the Happy Land fire, Beefman?
Yeah, I was working that night. Yeah.
You did. Give us a little insight on that, man. What was that like?
Oh, Jesus, Mary and Joseph, I'll tell you. Just kept it. It was like, holy shit, my head was spinning. And I was new on the job. And it was just like another 6, 10, 45, code 1, another 7, 10, 25. Holy God, I said, what the fuck? And just kept coming in and coming in and coming in and coming in. And it was that was amazing. I'll tell you that. Some boys got a little sick from that, head-wise, But that was they had another one back in on Morris, right across from 92 and 44. I don't know what year that was, maybe 70, where a social club, second floor. Felipe torched the stairs, 25 people dead.
Really? When was that?
Yeah.
What?
I think that was in the 70s, sometime in the 70s, Kevin. I don't remember but it was they were same situation. There was 25 people up there, and they all just they were roasted though. These people were roasted.
Yeah.
Happy Land all died. Most of them died from smoke inhalation.
Yeah, Cobman there. They get that.
Hey, Pete, this guy saying, Jeep is saying that the gorilla store was mentioned in the Bronx is Burning documentary.
Yeah, that's a long documentary.
Yeah.
Well, let's see if it might have been mentioned, but the gorilla story was mentioned in the Bronx is Burning documentary, but it may be mentioned, but I haven't found any pictures. Usually, you could find that pretty quick.
I don't know if they had any pictures of it, but I know it's a true story.
Jesus,
True story.
Apparently so.
You know what I said when I watched the Bronx is Burning? I said, "Where's the beef?"
Hey,
cheeseburger hard roll.
Oh yeah, bro.
So beef. Who we asked this.
Days, I tell you.
Yeah, we asked this of Warren. We asked this for Warren. About Brooklyn. So I'll ask you about the Bronx. Who would you say was the busiest? I mean, we all know 31. We all know 60. Well, I'm talking about early days. Who in the war years? Who would you say that you remember that really stuck out that you were constantly sending and constantly going to work?
82-31, 92-44, 50-19, 67. That whole thing there, like south of Fordham Road, it was all burning. It was all burning,
So that must have been some shock for you, like to see when you grew up there, and then to see what that place looked like in the 70s. It looked like
Berlin. It looked like Berlin.
Berlin, right?
I remember riding with Squad. I was riding with Squad 2 one night, and they were in quarters of 73, and we had they had the bread truck then. There was no pumper. It was like a manpower unit. We had what did we have? 7 all hands, 2 second alarms in one night tour.
What?
They went from fire to fire, guys. They didn't stop the whole fucking night. It was crazy, man.
Mostly vacants at that point.
A lot of them, yeah. And like the squad was a manpower unit, so they would go in Yeah, there's Patty, my man Patty. God bless him.
Oh, look at this. Look at this. Look at this little. This looks like a Long Beach fire, Kev.
Right? Yeah, right. How many windows there, bro?
62 windows, I think.
62 windows.
We didn't do good at that one, I guess, huh?
More important.
Well, that was on
more
arrival,
important.
Lou. That was on arrival.
Wow. What size cup were you wearing then, Beef? Man?
I was a double D.
I love the Beef Man. Oh, he's got a Dinkalaka shirt on. Oh, now that's dating yourself right there, kid. Dinkalaka. They used to come in the little things, right? The little tags, right?
Yeah. Jägermeister and Dinkalaka.
Yeah, man. Yep. Oh, yeah.
They were the good days. But
good old days.
So who was your favorite house? The 60 and 17 was always your favorite place that you always went to the most?
I never went to other firehouse, Louis. Never. You know, like when they used to, have parties and we'd go out to the, like 73 or 42, 83, 29, 41 Angel. I would just sit in the rig and listen to the radio, and the boys would be inside enjoying themselves.
Yeah.
I didn't want to know what was going on in it,
Yeah.
So, but well, I'll tell you, it was I seen a lot of stuff in my heyday, in the war years down there, like you never think you'd see it again. If that ever comes back, they'll be in trouble to find it.
It's coming.
Communication system wouldn't hold it.
We'll be broke soon. So New York will be very broke, and it'll be.
I don't know, man. That was just
10 more years.
That was the perfect storm of everything. Those war years, man. The city
if you
was in the shitter. It was civil unrest. It was just a perfect storm of everything at that time.
We don't have any of that happening in 2020. Thankfully,
the night of the blackout.
Oh yeah, the blackout. We did a show on the blackout, man. It was.
Oh my God, that was amazing. That night was crazy, man.
Yeah,
crazy. Man. They were tearing the store gates off the freaking stores with cars. They were chaining them up and ripping the fucking gates off the building.
Yeah.
Shit.
They drove Cadillacs. There was a Cadillac dealer on the concourse. They drove Cadillacs right through the window.
Yep.
Hey,
right
Beef.
Yeah.
What's the one thing if you had to sit here and categorize the one image that comes to your mind that was the craziest thing you ever saw right away? First thing, what comes to your mind?
Besides the gorilla.
Yeah. We didn't see the gorilla. I'm talking about
They're saying the craziest or the scariest.
Both. Let's do two.
That was when Harry landed in front of me. It was the scariest night of my life, I tell you.
Right.
Well, you said that shook you up for years, right? You said.
And me and Harry very close. Nobody really knew that. For years, nobody knew that me, Joe Krebs, and Pete Rice. Now, these guys raised the battalion chiefs. That I was in the car with them giving them oxygen until about 5 years ago at the memorial mass. One of the guys that was working that night said, we never give Beef any, say about what happened. And he says, he was in the car with him giving him oxygen. And I'll tell you, I'll be honest with you, I kept him alive to the hospital.
Right.
But that was the most, that was shocked the shit out.
How old were you, Beef Man?
Right then?
Yeah.
Was 51, 61, 70, about 21 years old.
Yeah, that's
that'll shake you up, man.
Oh my God, Louis. Right? And then I was at the fire when the two fellows from 17 too got killed. When Vic Secretti, he took a 2x4 and pulled them off, yanked them off the ladder.
I don't even know that story, Beef. I don't know.
Oh yeah.
What happened?
They had a fifth alarm down in the freight yards down by Willis Avenue, and actually under the, extended under the. It was like maybe 800 feet long. This building, in the freight yards, and this thing was roaring, and it was underneath the Tribal Bridge, and the bridge was popping and all that shit. So when they were taken up, and they went to move the 35-foot portable ladder, and it was dark out, and they didn't see the wire, and it just I think it arced about. They figured it arced about maybe 15 inches or 16 inches from the thing.
So it didn't even touch it. It just
right. Yeah. And it just shot down the ladder.
Oh shit! I didn't know that.
Their boots blew right off their feet because it was metal. God. Yeah, that was terrible. And then Neville Martin, we lost Neville Martin. He was a black firefighter in 17, and they were in the Vulcan Society. They were on vacation in the Virgin Islands, and a fucking plane crashed. And they were the guys, they were firemen. They were getting people out, and Neville went in. They said there was somebody, I think it was in the tail end of the plane. There was 3 people trapped in back in, and the plane blew up, and he got killed in the plane.
No shit.
That was another guy.
I never heard these stories.
Yeah.
So these were the
Yeah.
5 guys that you were talking about from that house
Yeah,
at that
yeah,
time.
yeah, right, yeah. It was terrible. It was like a black cloud. Nobody wanted to come there, you know. So
That's the Green Beret guys, right? They always had the Green Berets.
Yep. They started that in 1972, I think, 73. Billy Control's grandmother knitted about, I don't know how many, she was knitting them things and the berets, like she made about 100 of them.
No shit.
Everybody else started wearing them, and
We got a picture, right, Peter? That
of which one again? The berets.
Green Beret.
Yeah, I'm sorry, his audio is breaking up, right? So that's why I'm having a hard time following some stuff.
There it is. Yeah, that was in the post.
Yeah.
That was in the post.
I got 2 shots. This one.
Was that the time when they said that you couldn't wear them? I remember there was a time.
The chief department shut it down. You know,
I remember that.
Yeah, it was,
Right.
who was it? The Hayden, Chief Hayden, and but
There
there he is with another one, for fuck's sake.
What's he doing there?
I'm drinking. I'm drinking after my drinking.
You know what he's
the morning
saying?
after St. Patty's Day.
Where's the fucking beef? Is what he's fucking saying.
That was right after St. Patty's Day. You're looking a little under the
He's
weather.
saying, "Where's the fucking beef, Pete?"
Speaking.
He's saying, "Where's the fucking beef?"
Sorry, I'm responding to folks.
Yeah.
Speaking of under the weather, this is the day after St. Pat's, isn't it?
Nice tie.
Yeah, that was in 7. Yeah, that was on watch. The captain leaned my ass out for that one.
Look at that. Yeah, you got a tie on. So
Clip on. Excellent. Classic.
look at that guy.
Billy Tobin, great guy.
What year is that, bro? It's got to be what? 70?
75, I think it was 75.
75. God.
The year of me birth.
Love it.
Yeah.
Nice, man.
So we actually have some audio beef of you as a CEO. A couple of funny clips. I forget who sent that to me. I think it was Mike.
No.
Let me see.
I think it was Dick Gazinia.
Mike Natoli? Natoli?
Oh, Mikey, yeah.
He sent me a lot of stuff, so I appreciate it. So we got a few clips. We'll run through a few.
All right, here we go.
Roll him, Petey.
3530's the box. The address 391 East Marshall Parkway North between Decatur and Webster. Chemical order apartment B as in beef.
B as in beef.
It definitely sounds like you're always having fun. The ones that I listen to, anyway, it sounds like you're always.
When you had to, you do what you had to do. What you did.
Before they play another one, how did it work out in the dispatcher's office? How many guys were on shift at one time? How many guys were on shift at one time at the CO?
We had a supervisor and 6 dispatchers.
And what would you rotate on the mic? Would you rotate on the phone?
Well, yeah, you had 5 positions you had to cover. You had the alarm receive dispatcher.
Right, that's the guy who's taking the phone calls or whatever.
Right. Incoming calls. That was 3 positions you had to fill. Then you had the DD, the decision dispatcher. You had the voice alarm dispatcher, and then you had the dispatcher in and dispatcher out. The guy dispatcher out would be on the radio. The guy in dispatcher in would be in the SEP. That was the SEP was for the fuck they call it, SEP. I forgot what it meant, but you would put all the signals into the set. You know what I mean? 1018 for 1022 or 1075.
I got you. Yeah.
Whatever, you know. That's what it was.
Right.
And what did you enjoy the most? Being on the radio, obviously.
That's what it was.
He got it. He remembered.
What's that?
So the guy who's actually talking to the companies, that's the best spot, you would say?
Well, I worked in, I didn't really like working the phones. You know, I try to get out of as much as I can, but then sometimes the guy would say, "Listen, take the phones tonight." Okay, all right, but which like the DD, you know, was what they call the pit. It was the DD, the radio out, and voice alarm.
We got a good audio that Mike sent us of you actually taking a phone call. So we'll see if that this was a very good conversation with one of the people calling.
Was that beef too?
I believe that was the one, right? The Spanish.
Stand by.
Oh yeah, that was great. Mamacita, whoa, whoa, baby.
That's not it. No.
Oh,
No.
that's
Nope.
Stand by.
Somebody's saying it was status entry panel beef.
yeah.
Yeah, he got it. He remembered it.
Oh, he did. All right.
Yeah.
It wasn't E75, was it?
No.
Let's just go through them. We're gonna play them all.
Yeah,
the way
let's
to
go
the
through them.
court.
We'll go through them, Petey.
All right.
That's a good idea. Yeah, let's just go through them. That's right. Ed, hit it.
Oh, vodka just came out my nose. It came out my nose.
75K.
Oh.
75. Is this the funny truck going on that 4773? Can you repeat that? Region company's got to run.
Could you repeat that?
That's it. Oh, thank you very much, lad.
He didn't seem happy with you, beef.
Oh.
I
Listen,
did the voice wrong like that.
if you guys who have no idea what I'm talking about, Ruffy just said something made me laugh, and the vodka came flying out my nose, bro.
Holy Christ.
Oh, Lord.
The way in 5 Bronx Street Trail.
No picky Spanish.
Excuse me?
No picky Spanish.
No, me no picky pani.
¿Quién habla español?
¿Sí?
No.
¿Qué pasó?
Es el distrito 19,
Sí.
que no tiene ni calificación ni agua caliente.
Ajá.
Ayer.
Sí.
Y queremos ver si hacen algo por nosotros.
¿Qué?
Que queremos ver si los bomberos hacen algo por nosotros.
Oh, no.
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 Y nadie puede hacer nada entonces.
Ajá.
¿Usted no habla español?
Sí.
Pero ¿cómo va a ser posible que si uno llama a los bomberos?
Ah, yeah, okay.
That
Hello?
was a hot water leak.
Hello.
You could never do that today, right? I mean, there's no way you could do that today, right?
Dude,
Shit,
that was crazy.
No picky pani, picky English.
No picky.
What did that turn out to be, like a fifth alarm? What was the story?
No, thank God. It was a hot water leak.
Oh.
No picky pani, picky
You have the
English.
one with Mark Manuli with the vacuum cleaner?
No, what's that one? I don't know.
Oh my God.
I don't know. Let's play them all.
It's not.
Hey, we only had a pre-show where we went over all. Don't worry about it.
Holy shit.
I look.
Well, what do you want me to play next? Go for it.
Oh, no, Pete, talk over the guest.
Okay, play them
Just
all.
keep talking over the guest. It's all right. Good. It's good. Go ahead, Beef.
Oh yeah.
Oh, beef is caught up.
What happened was we had a chief dispatching. This guy just wanted to vacuum these back in the old days when there was the bells and smells was a ticket belt, and so it was cigarette butts or cigar butts, and so this guy Manuli, God rest his soul, he decided to I'll vacuum it, chief, So I'm on the radio, right, and he's doing this thing, and he comes over and he's underneath the table where my and they got the foot pedal for the radio, and he's got this vacuum cleaner going, right, and I'm transmitting on the radio. And he sticks the hose up my shorts and sucked my nut in the tube.
What?
And I said right over the radio, I says, fucking Manuli, my nut stuck in the tube. Shut it off. Oh,
nice.
The guy says, Bronx, you got an open carry. You got an open carry.
Oh, yeah. We had that on there too. We got that one too.
We got that one, Pete.
That was unreal.
Start from the beginning. We'll catch up to it. Yeah, don't worry about it. Oh, wait a minute. Pete's getting upset now. Stop.
Wait. What would you like me to play?
Oh,
he's all ruffled up, bro. Somebody just said, "Can you lift the producer?" Play the one where he's got his nut sucked into a vacuum.
First one.
A hot open mic.
Oh God, that was some night. There it is.
What? No. You should try it. Come on, what are you doing? You got all this fucking shit. Get the fuck out of here with this.
You got an open carrier there, Bronx.
Oh, yeah,
You
right
got an
over
open
the
ball bag there, bro. That's the vacuum cleaner sound that you hear? Is that what that is?
Yeah, that's that shit that he was sucking the dirt out of that
Holy
thing.
shit.
So he's putting a dirty vacuum on your ball bag. Nice.
Yeah, I was very upset. It felt good actually, but I tell you.
They're all getting on Pete now. Pete's got all his pissy pants are twisted the same. Look at him.
Get on the guy who's gonna ban you from the fucking chat.
There we go. What?
Come on, man.
Come on, man.
Come on, man.
Oh man, send him to the Rock.
But that, what was I going to say? Yeah, like going back to the old days, like sometimes, you would have a company available for 25, 30 minutes, the buildings would be roaring, You get a one job, you pull into the block and you see, fires blowing out 3 floors of window. You look down the corner, it's blown out the corner building, 2 blocks over, there's another bacon going. It was amazing. These things just, how the hell they did it? I don't know, how the boys did it.
Lots of alcohol.
Possibly.
Lots of alcohol, possibly. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, they had a lot of they did a lot of red, white, and blues.
It's a lot of love of the job, bro. Why else would people do it? Because they love going to fires, man.
Oh yeah,
how much you beat your balls in, you love going to jobs, right?
Oh yeah, they did. I was like a Stang man. I would have the 5th gate. Get a vacant. You get 5 floors. Freddie, give me the Stang, and I hit the top floor and push it down. To the 4th floor. Make it a little easier for them. They would go up the whole damn building for one, knocking it down, but it was vacant, but you were taking a beating.
Yeah.
It wasn't like an office building, but it was, you took beatings at these fires,
Beef, did you used to, when you buffed the jobs, would you ever take pictures or anything? Were you doing that type of stuff?
No, I never did that, And I tell you, we had a kid, Michael Kozenenko. He used to ride a bike, and he lived on 142nd Street, and he had a dark room in his basement. So he would go to the fire, take pictures of the fire, and when the guys come back, they would be out on the kitchen table already. He had a dark room. He developed all the pictures and put them on the kitchen table.
That's cool.
But he moved to Pennsylvania. I called him up for some pictures, he had pictures of me doing some stuff there, and but I couldn't get a hold of him.
Like what kind of stuff?
Like I had, raising a ladder.
Oh, you talk about some other
stuff. Fires,
talking about some other stuff, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. The stuff.
Yeah, but it was good, it was really, I learned a lot there, I learned a lot hanging out in that firehouse, but too bad I couldn't just put it together and use it, but
we're gonna use it tonight when you got the old school tip of the day, bro. That's when we're gonna use it tonight, fella.
Okay.
Who do you still keep in touch with? Do you still keep in touch with people, Beef, from the CO?
Yeah. I talked to them, a couple of guys, I remember one night I was working I used to work doing construction work with Jerry, we're doing confined space or safety officer on a construction site. They were building a water treatment plant up in Woodlawn, and so I knew the whole layout of the place. And so one day I called up Carter in the 15th Battalion. I says, Chief, and I says, I'm working over here at this, you got one hydrant in this place, and it's outside the gate, and this and that. So he went over and he looked it over, and it was, they had a lot of construction shanties in lower, like 6 levels below the ground, and I said, they can fire it. They're never going to get down here. So Carter had made them put hydrants in. So one night I'm on the radio, and this box comes in, and it's for the water treatment plant, brought to be a shanty on fire. So 62 engines gets in there first too, and they give it 1075. So he said to him, he's 1075, 10. So I go, oh shit. I said, where'd you come in? What gate? It was amazing. And thank God I worked there and I knew the layout. So he says, I came in the main gate. You go up the hill? He goes, yeah. I says, go up the end of the hill, make a right. Right as you make that right, there's a hydrant there. Hook up to that bad boy. And there was the hydrant. That's what happened. He said, yeah, the deputy called me up on that. He says, how the hell did you know that, Beef? I said, because I worked there on a side job, Chief. He says, thank God we would have lost the whole fucking place if we didn't get that.
Well, that was the same thing with Warren when we had Warren on. He grew up in Brooklyn, right? So you grew up, you knew everything about the Bronx. Bronx is, to me, the toughest. People talk about Queens being tough because you got Avenue, Court, and Place, and Drive.
Right.
But the Bronx is the same way for people if you're not from the borough. So I mean, you probably knew where everybody was going.
Yeah, I did. I really did. And that's a plus being a dispatcher. You know, you get these change companies coming in. Can you help me how to get there?
Yeah, right. Exactly. I was just going to say that.
You know, so I used to tell them go by churches and bars. You know, but I got them into the fire.
Hey, Beef Man, when they came out with
That's what I'm
when they
saying.
came out with the squads, was that any kind of
Right.
how did you guys feel about that? Because you guys were always, you had the rescues dispatch. What was the
We had a
feeling?
good rapport with 41, Squad 41, you know, the
Yeah.
companies. Yeah, and then 61. I don't think there was any trouble. I don't, know of any,
Yeah.
You know, the thing was like you'd say in Brooklyn, if you didn't get into that block, you were going to lose the fire. The next guy's going to go in. He's not going to stop. If we seen lights coming down the other way, we would stop and say, okay, 83 or 41 or 73, it's your fire, But I mean, if you get in there, if you happen to be in the area and it's sending out the box and you're 3 blocks away, you're going to take that fire. You're not going to, because the box ain't even really out.
Right. It's not like
So,
the guys coming down the block.
Yeah. But we had firemen get promoted from to lieutenant and come to the Bronx, and they would say, yeah, well, Brooklyn was a different thing, man. It was like, boom, if you didn't get out that door, you're going to lose that
Oh,
fire.
no, that's
They're
it.
gonna race to
Oh
it.
yeah, man! You got to run to the rig, run to the.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
yeah. And
Yeah.
so, but we always had good rapport with them. Like the squad when they made Squad 5, which was 41 engine, they put them in 41 squatters, and they would bounce from different companies. One night they would go to 73, they would go to 71, they would go to 83, they would go to 60, and they they would take the runs in first. And then they when they had they used to bring these companies up like from Queens and Manhattan and stuff, and they used to make these fire attacks, and all the companies would catch jobs. You wouldn't believe it. I mean, on a Friday night, Saturday night, man, like July 4th. Oh my God,
Yeah.
those are terrible.
One after the other, right? We're just
Oh
one
my
after
God,
the other.
yeah.
Can you believe how it just died off though, bro? Like July 4th used to be like, and now it's nothing.
Like somebody
zero.
pulled the curtain down.
So Beef, they're asking
know,
in the
but,
chat. They're saying how you wound up keeping your dispatch number 330 because they renumbered everyone.
I didn't know. I lost it after a while. There's a
you
guy
did?
now. There's another guy that took it over. When they wanted to do by seniority or something like this. I was like 26, so they gave me 126. So
But that was only the last few years, right? You were three
I
trio
think
forever.
I had it for I had Tree Trio for about 22 years. And then they said, "Why don't you get it retired?" I go, "I don't want to retire. Why do I want to retire?" A lot of guys took their number with them, and they retired with their number.
Yeah, they're saying you became 126.
Yeah, I was 126. Yeah,
I sent you that, Petey. We have that from 126. We have that audio, the first one I sent you.
I worked with a lot of great guys in that Bronx Central office. There were some great dispatchers there, boy.
Here you go.
Bronx phone line box 3540, 19 Van Cortlandt Avenue East. Or for Jerome Avenue. Apartment 2 Georgia, kitchen fire. 3540 is the box, 19 Van Cortlandt Avenue East or Jerome Avenue. Apartment 2 Georgia has a kitchen fire. 1339 126.
126.
Engine 79, Kate.
Keep going, Petey. Keep going.
This one goes for about 2 minutes.
10-4 house responding. 1341 120. 27 battalion, Kate. Transfer to 1075, box 3540, fire in the second floor, 6-story, 100 by 100. Get back to it. 10-4 battalion. 5 box 35, correction 341. 3540, 1075 box 3540. Yeah, just 19 and Cortlandt Avenue East. Why is it cheaper than 27? You gotta find it. 4-6 brick, 100 by 100 multiple dwelling. 342 126. Battalion 1 report to the Bronx. Roger Battalion 27. The apartment is 2 George on the second floor. Exposure 1 is the street. Exposure 2 is a 2-story taxpayer. Exposure 3 is unknown. Exposure 4 is a similar detached. 10-4 battalion 27, engine 7.5, you fought the winter. A lot of 5.6, you scrub trucks. You got 5.61, rescue number 3, and your all hands to 1.9.
Rescue number 3.
Tree.
Who is our fast truck? Lot of company. Bronx, a lot of 5.6K. Bronx, rescue number 3.
There you go.
Yeah, that's good, Petey. When did you start? What's the story with the trio? When did the tree instead of 3-3? What happened? Is that how you always spoke?
He says tree on everything. He says,
I know.
I say trees.
Trio.
Since I was born.
It's a Bronx thing, I guess. Tree
I
trio.
said tree trio.
Rescue
That
tree.
was,
80 tree and 70 tree.
I couldn't get that. I couldn't break away from it. I couldn't break away from that shit. I remember I was working at night. We had a good job on Bruckner Boulevard down by 73. And there was a row of, I guess there were brownstones. And I was on the radio. I told a guy on the DD, I said, throw rescue on that box. This is a job, So they put him on, and they had a great shot for it right down across Bronx to the Chevron Expressway and get off at Bruckner. They were there. And two of the guys in rescue made a double roof rope rescue that night.
Wow.
Jeff Cool and Patty McKenna. The guy was up on the roof. Another company. I don't want to mention the company. And they froze. He wouldn't go over. So Kevin Williams was the boss. He says, "Are you going or what? Because these people are going to jump." And he just like Patty went over. Jeff went over. And they got the two people out. Two different guys out of the windows. Right after that, Kevin was telling. Right after that, the window just lit up. Man, it was just blown. But
You've been pretty close with Rescue Tree, right? I mean, Peter, we have a picture of that with Rescue Tree, but I know you go hunting with
where
Rescue Jerry?
You mean Rescue Tree?
Rescue Tree. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I'm pretty good with them. Yeah,
How long you been? I mean, you must have seen a lot of people go through all these places, 60 and 17, and Rescue Tree, and all those places.
Oh
right?
Yeah, sure.
Over the years.
Yeah. A lot of guys, a lot of guys got promoted. They went
There's
up the
Jerry
ranks.
there. Yeah.
Yeah, it's Jerry, my man. Yeah.
Jeff Cool.
Chef Joe Light, he's a lieutenant in Rescue 3.
Right.
Yeah.
He came back to Rescue 3. He was in Rescue 5. He came recently came back, right?
Right. Yeah.
He went back to Tree?
He did.
I didn't know that. I thought he was in 5. Look at that.
Yeah.
And who's that dude with the helmet?
Who else went there? Cliffy's there. I mean, what you call it?
Ryan?
Oh, shit. Convoy Tommy John's there. Cliff and somebody else. Claire is there. I don't know who the other guy is there. And the captain's Billy Ryan. Billy Murphy from Rescue. He was in 4.
Right. He's up in Rescue 3 now, right?
Yeah.
Where is Billy Ryan?
He's in Rescue 3.
He's in Rescue 1. Billy Ryan is in Rescue 1.
Oh, Billy Ryan's in Rescue 1, yeah.
Right.
I thought you said he's in his picture.
No, who's the guy on the left there? Who's the guy to the left of you?
Right.
The guy in the black T-shirt, that's Chris Ryan.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, that's Chris Ryan. He's out. He got out.
You guys cracked me up. Somebody just wrote Pin the Q, allegedly looking for a producer.
Oh, shit.
That guy with the helmet on he's
who is that?
They took him to a job. He was up on the fire floor. He's the Saw Doctor.
No
It's an Irish band, the Saw Doctors.
Oh.
They were here from it was around
Jerry Murtha's in the room. He said member of the Irish band called the Saw Doctors from Ireland. Jerry Murtha's in the room. Yeah. We got Captain Rasweiler in the room. Awesome shit, man.
You brought them all out there, Beef. You brought all the big hitters.
Well, God bless them all.
Beef, tell me a little bit about how when they interchanged and 117 came up to the Bronx and they screamed like a bunch of women on the radio. How'd that go down, bro?
Oh, my God. I tell you, they were, some of the other guys back in them days, they worked in busy houses and they came, they went out there to take a break for the next 5 years before they retire or something. But 117, they love coming there. The other companies were, I used to stay back. I wouldn't go to the interchange. I'd be the C&I dog, And, sometimes you would have 3 or 4 jobs and maybe 20 runs. And so the lieutenant his name was Daly, I think. He was an old timer. He says, how the hell did these guys do it? And I says, Lou, they've been doing it after years, their body's immune to it, you know. But now today, a lot of them guys are no longer with
Yeah,
us.
it's a shame, man.
Yeah,
Really
yeah,
is.
yeah. You know what I want to ask you too, Beef? Like if companies relocated to the borough, did you have like would you send a relocator or would you send a Bronx company first? You know what I'm saying? Like you would send relocators, but that wouldn't always be your first go-to company, you think? Or you know,
I never. I would always send it. If I had a Bronx company available close by, he would go to that fire.
right, that's what I'm saying, right?
Yeah, yeah. I would do it. But, you know, I used to redirect companies too, you know. They'd be going with hose leak or water leak, and you know, hey, take it in, it's a job, go. You know,
Yeah,
first
yeah, you
round,
know,
boom.
they don't
That
do
was
that.
like, you know,
I don't think
no,
they
they
do
don't
that
do it
as
anymore.
much. That was a
I
big
don't know why.
thing. I remember.
Yeah. Well, Warren and George Munch and me and Billy Hahn, and we would do that, you know. We would just send them in, go. Closest available.
Hey,
That's what it was.
Beef Man, what is it that you're toking on there? Is that a joint? Or you smoking a cigarette there? What do you got going? You got going on over there?
Where?
Thing that you were just pulling on that got stuck in your mouth.
Filter.
Oh, I'm chewing on a straw.
Oh,
Yeah, you threw it on the straw.
so,
Something you're pulling on there, bro. Give me a nice glow.
hey, Beef. Somebody asked about Mark Mianello.
Manuli. Mark Manuli?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
He was one of the funniest guys I ever worked with. Oh my God. He passed away. He was still on a job when he passed away. He was a big hunter. He got Lyme disease, Louis. And he got very
Oh, is
sick
that
from it.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
No way.
He was a crazy.
Yeah, that ain't
he was
no
a crazy
joke.
bastard. No, I know.
Is that right?
He was crazy funny. Oh my God, it was hysterical, that guy.
What was his number?
He was
Because I saw a video when I was looking for your video. I saw
Uh-huh.
his video. I saw a video for him.
How was his number? 281.
281 or 218.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, 281. Oh my God, that was some crew. We had some crew in that group, boy, I tell you. We had a great supervisor, Dennis O'Connell, God rest his soul. Me, Billy Hahn, Mark, Brendan Keenan, Joey D. He was a dispatcher with us.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
Wow.
That's right.
Yeah, just with us. Yeah. And then he
I
went
believe
on.
Joey D's 50th birthday would have been today. So
It was yesterday, I think.
yesterday, happy birthday to my boy Joey D. I actually shared a locker space with Joey. He was next to me in Proby school. Joey D.
Oh yeah, did yeah, great. Yeah, good guy.
Mm-hmm.
His dad was a great chief. God bless him, boy.
Yeah. Guys loved him, right?
He was a fireman's fireman, that guy.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think all those Bronx, those old time, even the Harlem guys, right? The 12th Battalion, all those 16th Battalion, all those chiefs were like, they were like the salt.
You know what they used to do then? They would get like guys got promoted out of the 6th division. They would go to the 5th division. Guys got in the 5th division. They would go to the 6th. So they worked out like that, you know. A lot of
So you
guys went
kept
to the
seeing the
companies and
same
they got made
faces.
lieutenant. Right. Yeah. They they worked out.
Did you work at other boroughs, Beef Man? Like, did you guys get
Yeah, I worked in Manhattan for like a year and a half. Then I went up to the Bronx, and I was getting to be a little bit bad boy. My sick leave was pretty high, and they bounced me out to Brooklyn, and they bounced Warren into the Bronx.
Really?
Yeah, he did that Yishka Bibber over the radio. Whatever. They had a thing, Class Tree go out or something. It was an automatic alarm, and they get on the radio and they said, report to be a Class 3 automatic alarm and a Yishka Bibber. I don't know what. Yeah, so then the Jewish buffs like called City Hall. They went right to City Hall with it.
Really?
And he came up to the Bronx and I went to Brooklyn. So I stayed there for I think it was 3 months we had to stay. They punished us for 3 months.
Right.
But John Warren loved it up there and I loved it in Brooklyn, you know.
Yeah, it's good to see different things, right? You know.
Yeah, well, it's a different operation. The whole levels are different, you know.
Yep.
So
I say it all the time. It's like
I used to take a lot of the details just to see how it operated, you know.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah, I would go to Staten Island, go to Queens, and you know.
Yeah, you know, in the Brooklyn, right, Ruffy? It was cutting each other off to get in first. You know,
oh my God,
like 5 different fire departments. It's
yeah. And the Bronx, it was like, oh no, you first. You're first. Kid. Yeah, no.
They were gentlemen.
No. Yeah, you fuck my sister. Go ahead, no problem. Yeah. Right.
Yeah, you know. I remember we had a guy from Brooklyn, and I think he was a covering captain, and he came into the kitchen with his bunker gear on, and they said, "Hey, pal, don't disrespect your rank, but we don't wear bunker gear in the kitchen here." You know, I guess he came from one of them companies in Brooklyn where they had it on all the
Yeah,
time.
you always used to wear it. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Some
Yeah.
places, you know,
They didn't
each
want it,
place
you
is
know.
different. Yeah, I understand it.
Yeah, so he went along with it, you know.
Now, what's this?
What's what?
Oh, look at that
That's
guy.
balls and strings. That's what I'm making there.
He's out.
What are you
That
making
was in
there?
a CO.
What are you
We used to
making
cook
there?
some meals. Bats,
Balls and strings and bats.
Bats and balls and strings.
With a
Meatballs,
little ash.
sausage, and spaghetti.
With a little,
little egg.
cigar ash on the top of there.
A little cigar, yeah. Little
Flavor,
taste of
extra
it.
flavor.
Flavor, a little flavor.
Tasted like a cock off when I was done.
Nice.
Where is that? That's in the
That's the
patrol.
CO. That's in the CO. Yeah.
All
We had
right.
a kitchen. Yeah. We had a nice kitchen there.
Yeah. Hey, Dave Winthrop, for all you know, I was assigned in Brooklyn, so suck it. How do you like that?
And what's
There
the
we go.
story behind this one, Beef?
Oh, I'm on the phone with somebody. I was on the radio, and that's in the trailers. I mean, they put us in these trailers. They put like 5 trailers together, and they hooked it all up, and it wasn't bad, but you had to get used to it, you know.
Somebody's asking Beef about that. I didn't even know this. Did they merge all the COs into 2?
What they wanted to do was put them all in one.
Yeah.
They made that Metro PSAC 1 down in Brooklyn, and they were supposed to. Everybody was supposed to go there. They said, "What are you crazy? There's shit going on with all the, you know, they blow this place up. We're gonna lose everything." So then they just put what do they do? They put Brooklyn, Manhattan, and Staten Island in the PSAC 1, and the Bronx and Queens stayed at the COs until they made the PSAC 2. I was out of the job by then, and they put Queens, the Bronx, and then they put also Manhattan in PSAC 2 up in the Bronx.
So Queens is no longer over there off of Woodhaven Boulevard. They're up
No,
in the
they're not
Bronx.
there. No.
So what do they do
Now,
with
the
the
one-
building? What's over there?
I don't know what. I know what they did with the Bronx CO. They use it as a training academy.
Really?
Newly dispatchers, yeah. But I don't know what they did with Manhattan or.
What was the benefit to that, Beef? Is there a benefit to, like, what do you think the benefit is, and why would they do that?
I have no idea, Louis. To be honest with you, it was the worst thing they ever did to the Bronx dispatcher's office and all the COs. It took us, you know, because we had a beautiful home there, away from
Right.
home, you know. And now there's no kitchens in East Coast. You can't cook a meal, you know. You can't. And then down in these PSACs, they got all EMS 911 operators. We had our own little coop there, you know, where we had to enjoy ourselves.
Yeah.
And that's what they did, you know. But who knows? Somebody said something to me a couple of months ago that they were thinking about putting the COs back into the regular COs, but they spend millions and millions.
Yeah,
and
that
millions
ain't gonna happen now. To go back.
Yeah,
They probably got some bean counter saying how it's going to save the city some kind of money or something.
exactly.
You know?
Yeah.
Who knows? Yeah. Leave it to the city to fuck
Well,
up.
that was
the
the
job,
what's
man.
his name?
You know what I mean?
The mayor there. What the flat? What the
Bloomberg.
guy before the Bloomberg? Yeah, that was him.
Bloomberg.
He did that shit. Yeah. He started that shit rolling. But, you know, you know, the job. They got to do a job. You got to go work. You know. But you know, like you used to have the companies coming over and stopping by and hang out with us for a while. And now they can't even get in the building on each PSAC.
Nah, it used to be bring a cake by, turn us out early.
I've never done this before, Beef.
Here's a
Make
cake.
sure I turn on our phone call.
Turn us out before the rescue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember 41 trucks stopped by, and we had a job over on Garden Street. Tough buildings over there. And Lieutenant Klitz says, "Hey, can I go, Beef?" I go, "Yeah, go ahead. Take it. Yeah, you're here. Go." And they came back about 3.5 hours later. They looked like they were shot out of a wrinkle gun. They was beat the shit. And took a beat. But something, they loved it. They said, "Thanks a lot." Yeah, Bob, yeah. But the morale's going downhill. You want to keep the morale going. Because we always have a good rapport. Firemen have a good rapport. We had our ups and downs sometimes, but anytime for me, I know anytime I called the company for a favor, they were there. Bam, And
who's the real skinny on dispatches? When they pissed you off, you would send them over to Staten Island, right? You know what I'm saying, bro? On a relocation? Come on. Come on, beef man.
I'm not gonna bullshit you. I never did that.
Really?
I never fucking relocated a company because I had something against the person.
But that's not unheard of, is it, beef man?
No.
Allegedly, it could have happened.
I'd be on the work platform. I'm gonna say, yeah, that 27th, they're fucking relocating tonight. Why are you gonna do that for? Because he was nasty to me. Get the fuck out of here.
On the radio.
Call the guy up and talk to him on the phone. Call him on the unrecorded phone.
That's it.
That's you want to know why, beef man? Because that's what men do. Exactly.
That's a big 10-4.
Yep. I say, where's the beef? Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I tell you, I had a job.
He's on it.
Now you got to say it. You just got to say that's it. Poke out the bear a little bit. Now all of a sudden the buzz is ringing.
Yeah, man.
Who is beef? I can never remember his name. Queens. This is Queens 324. Oh, the Yak.
Mikey Yak. Yacky.
Yeah.
He died. He passed away.
Yeah, I know he passed away.
Recently he passed away. Yeah, man.
A couple years ago. How was that guy? Did you ever work with him?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, we worked together. We worked in the patrol together. We were both sergeants.
No shit, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Wow.
He was a fucking wacky yak.
He is a whack dude, right? He was whacked out there.
He
He was 138 guy. He loved 138, right?
Oh man. Yeah.
It didn't matter where the job was. They were 138.
I got a funny story, bro, because 154 and 307 was so funny, man. Like he would say 138 Corona House of Fire. That was his thing that he would say in the morning, the voice alarm. So 307 and 154 would call up to the CEO and say, Yeah. This is what do you call it? I'm looking for a PR 3216. And he's like, what? He's like, yeah, you said Corona House of Tires, right? I'm calling for a tire. I need a 337 PR 16. Yeah, man. Yeah, Mark Giannini was in there talking about how a certain a mic smasher might have put us in bad favor with the Queen's dispatches, and they might have picked up a little work because of that.
Yeah, right.
That might allegedly that might be
absolutely
true.
could have been true. Absolutely.
Could have been
I don't
true,
think
might be
that's
true.
not allegedly anymore. That's
you'll go to jail for that shit. I'll tell you right now.
Oh, yeah, man. No doubt. Yep. All right, listen. This is the part before we get to the other part.
The thing is that we would, if you went into the fire, right? Or as long as you tell us, now we know 288's at the fire or whatever. Now we know that firehouse has got to be covered or whatever. When they don't tell us, and we're thinking they're around and available, next thing you get a job come up, and you got a third alarm unit coming into the box first doing. It's crazy. If you tell us you're there, I used to tell the guys, get on the radio, tell me she's putting us to work. 10-4, you're on. Put you on the box.
There you go.
That's all.
All right. So listen, we talked about this in the pre-show. We're gonna do a little something here, a little contest between me and Ruffy. All right, we're gonna see who would make the better dispatcher. And the beef man is going to be the judge. So he gave us a box, and we're going to go on as a dispatcher. And you tell us who would make a better dispatcher. Go ahead, Ruffy. You got it written down. I'll let you go first. Ladies first.
I don't even know.
You got it written down. Give it.
All right, take it easy. Let me think of how I'm going to do this here.
Go ahead.
All right. Bronx phone alarm 2180. The address is Beekman Avenue and Oak Terrace. For fire on the top floor. Phone alarm, Bronx phone alarm, 2180 Beekman Avenue and Oak Terrace. Fire report on the top floor. Nice, Pete. Good for you. Call in the 19 battalion. Come on, give me the 19.
19, come in, Kay.
19
Yeah,
battalion.
19. We're getting multiple calls here. We're filling out the box. You got 4-2 rescue squad. Numerous calls reporting people trapped. Kay.
All right, good job, Ruffy.
Nice.
That's what.
I'm gonna go now, right? Box after initial, box 2180. The address being Beekman Avenue and Oak Terrace. Fire on the top floor, coming out 33 in the third windows.
You had that planned, you son of a
Box
bitch.
photo alarm 2180. Box after initial Beekman and Oak Terrace. Fire out 33 in the third windows. Looks like we get a lot of calls on this. We're going to give you 4-2 rescue squad. We're going to give you the Marine Company. We're going to give you hazmat. We're giving you everybody. Looks like we're going to work. Pull up your boots, boys. We're going to work. Get it done.
Searchlight unit, Kevin. I have to give that one to Louis.
Ah!
Man.
Thanks, JP.
Louis did the 2020 version. You did the
I did the what?
1968 version.
Yeah, you did the
Everything is Strickland today. You know, you got to word
Oh,
by word
Louis
by
do-
word.
guys, can we hear it in the chat? Who won that? Just throw it out there. Who won it? Give it. Give it. Who won that one?
Auctions International said the election was rigged.
Nice.
Hank wrote, "You both suck." I got some for Hank. Hank, you got this ready? Suck it!
Oh God,
Del Boca Vista boys will come after you. Be careful.
All right, Lou won. Awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, do we have any more of audio of the Beef Man before we go to the old school tip of the day? What do we got?
Well, we have his last
Right, we got his last tour.
Oh,
Here we
that
go.
was some day. That place was packed.
Yeah, we got 2 minutes of about 2 minutes of this, boys. Here we go.
Get it.
There's supposed to be something over there. What's the fire? There's going to be a fire at East Tremont and 3rd Avenue. 2980, East Tremont Avenue, 3rd Avenue.
5-1 to the Bronx.
How about a 5-1?
Pete, happy retirement. You've been great.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
5 over 86 to the Bronx.
Oh, 5 over 86. Come in, Kate.
And wins the following season, my friend.
All right, 10-4. Thank you very much, there. 5 over 86.
7-0 to the Bronx.
Oh, here we go. Stay low. Let it blow. 70. Come in, Kate. It's in 7-0, Kate.
Maybe from all the old timers out here at 53 and 70, it's a pleasure listening to you the last 25 years. Good luck in your retirement. You're a good man.
Thank you up there, City. You'll be safe tonight. There's high seas out there.
I see. Nice one,
That was
man.
great. I tell you, that was great. That was I tell you, Jimmy Daly. You know Jimmy Daly, guys?
Yes,
He
very
was
well.
there. He was there the whole day with me. He's a very good friend of mine.
Hey, that's right. He hunts with you too, right? Beef?
Yeah. He comes out
Beef,
with you.
show the picture of the big buck that the Beef got.
Oh, yeah.
I made sure to put that one in, put a little horn in there, Beef. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
This is
yeah.
a good one. This is a good one right here. Nice.
Oh, how many?
Where was
puppies
that?
you
By
got there,
Jerry's
Beef?
place?
Yeah. I got him right through the neck.
Nice.
That was a
Is that by
10-pointer, Lou.
Jerry's place? Yeah, it's a beautiful buck.
Yeah.
Nice.
He's got a beautiful place out there.
Do
That's
you
awesome.
still hunting all the
Very
time?
generous guy
You
with
still hunt?
What's that?
Yeah. So you still hunting every year?
Nah, I've been back to slacking off. I don't know why. Yeah. But
It happens.
I'm always welcome. He always takes you. He's got beautiful hunting land out there, I tell you.
Yeah. No, I know. I talked to his nephew quite a bit, actually. He hunts a lot in New York as well.
From the 16th Battalion?
Yes. Yep.
Yeah.
Donnie. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Man, Ruffy got what? 3 or 4 bucks this year? What do you got?
I got 4 this year.
4,
Yeah,
man.
Ruffy, I can't wait for the venison sausage.
I got everything for you.
Venison pepperoni coming for his boy. You know what I'm saying?
So everybody wants to know.
I got 4.
Oh wow.
Everybody in the
saying,
chat
Peter?
wants to know. Everybody wants to know about this beef loaf.
We already talked about the beef loaf. It was a
Beef
cock
loaf.
and ball loaf.
They're asking still.
Well, listen, get on the show at 8 o'clock, and then you'll know about the cock and ball loaf. You know what I mean? Don't come in at 8:33 and try to find out about the cock and ball loaf. All right? Listen from the beginning, and you'll know about the cock and ball loaf.
There you go.
Trio.
Trio. Pete, you know what time it is, kid?
I do know what time it is, and it's time for, ladies and gentlemen, the old school tip of the day.
What do you got, Beef?
Oh,
we
shit.
lost him. He's back.
He's back.
You got us?
What do you got, Beef?
What's that? I didn't hear you, so you're breaking up on me.
Old school tip of the day, bud.
You got anything to tell them young whippersnappers out there?
Oh yeah, sure. I'd love to. Just as you come on a job, just stay in there, learn the job the best you can, and be safe. It's a great job still, but you got to be safe so you can enjoy your retirement at the end of your career. Believe me, I'm a very lucky man that I got a pension from the city of New York. I missed the job still. I'm out 5 years. I still miss the job. But it's one day at a time. That's all. God bless you all. And thank you very much, for having me on this beautiful show.
Awesome. Thanks, Beef. Listen to me. I'm going to give you a little old school tip of the day. You want to enjoy that pension even more? Cut the shit with the cigarette smoke. You know what I'm saying, Beef man?
Look at his face. I don't think that's working.
Love you. Fuck you, man.
10-4 firefighter bent tip.
What?
Firefighter bent tip.
10-4 firefighter bent tip. Louis Lieutenant Hard Suction.
Lieutenant Hard Suction.
Lieutenant Hard Suction. Nice.
Like it. Dude.
Hey, it was good to finally really have you on the show. I know we've gone back and forth a little bit.
Oh yeah. If you want me when you're ready,
Well,
10-8.
Yeah, we'll try you on there. We'll get you. Maybe we'll have a dispatcher show. We'll get a couple more guys on, and then we'll have like a big.
You know what we're gonna do?
Yeah.
The game show. We're gonna have a dispatcher trivia between Warren Fuchs and the Beef Man.
That's the wave.
That's what I'm talking about.
He's a great dispatcher, Warren. Let me tell you.
We're gonna have a trivia contest. Beef Man, you and the Warren Fuchs for getting salty trivia on the show. Love it.
I love talking to Warren. I haven't talked to him in a couple of months, but we were talking. Yeah, we were talking quite a bit there for a while. I love talking to him. He's such a great guy.
Yeah, very knowledgeable guy.
Yep, we're gonna have a dispatcher Olympics.
I'll tell you, the new guys that are coming on the job today, they're really into the job, because a lot of them are volunteers, and they got the capability to come in the job and do the job, and they know what they know what a flying stretch is, they know what a towel ladder looks like, they know what the truck does, they know a lot of people that came in they don't know this stuff, and some of them really wanted to learn, and there was a couple in there that didn't want to learn. I said, well, let me tell you something. I ain't doing your job for you. I'm getting the same pay I'm getting. They one time, one year, they started to have that lateral transfer. You didn't even have to take the test. And guys were coming in from other departments and being filed on dispatches. They didn't even know what a nozzle was. But
yeah. That's the big difference.
Sure, yeah, it's a very big. We're
Beef,
first.
I have to imagine that the internet has a lot to do with that too, because there's so much information out there for the new guys.
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah. We're first do it every box. That's what I used to tell them.
First do it every box. I like that.
Right, the box came in, and we decided, what's going on there and what to do.
It's funny that you should say that, because Warren also said that when he was on the show.
I was just going to say that, Pete. That the fact that you guys lived in the boroughs, you knew you wanted to be firemen, it just didn't work out for you. You know what I mean? And so you loved the job already, and you could tell it came out in the dispatching. You know what I mean? Right. Whereas maybe these people are just doing it for a different way.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Right.
But
you know what I'm hey Beefman, you know what I'm first do it?
What's that, brother?
Roofy's old ladies box, bro.
Look at his face. You see his face? He's like, oh.
I think
Obviously, you haven't seen our T-shirts.
Oh man.
When are
That's
the
awesome
new ones
shit.
coming out, guys? The new
We got a
ones?
couple coming out. I got you. You're gonna get a saddle up, and
Oh,
you're gonna get a first do-it-your-old lady's box.
Great segue, beef man.
And if we get the Leatherhead Nation coming out, bro, we got the Leatherhead Nation coming
Yeah,
out.
that'll be this week, hopefully.
It's
a lot going on. I mean, it's a lot going on.
Oh, it's a lot of stuff going on.
Juggling.
We're juggling. Beef man.
What'd you say, guys? You were going to go out to companies in the firehouse or something?
We were doing the spotlight on where we would go and spotlight a company, or we would do a gone but not forgotten. We would go to, like you just said, Cooper's house, at old firehouses and see what they are today and stuff like that. But we can't get out there with the what going on. So
I know,
and we're also doing a road show that we had planned up to Maine. And the guy called me and he's like, yeah, you guys can't come up. They're out of their minds up here with the fucking thing. So I'm thinking sometime in the spring things are going to loosen up.
I hope so. Yeah.
And we'll get back on the road.
We were actually going to go to 30 truck with Keith last week, 2 weeks ago, but it fell through again because those guys, a couple of guys, it sucks. So it's going to have to wait. And we love doing those. It's a great time. It's a great day. It's a lot of laughs and people like to watch them. I like watching them. They're quick and you learn a lot of history about the firehouse.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Even the trade shows, man. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Beef Man.
You guys are doing a great job for the old timers in the job and the newcomers in the job. You're bouncing around you're like in a district where you got factories, you got hotels, you got piers, you got this. And here you do everything, so the new guys can get the touch of everything. And the old guys could just break your balls, when you say stuff.
There's a lot of that, believe me. I appreciate it.
It's like, I remember, I'll tell you a funny story. We had the thing in the 6th Division. We started the Gong Show.
Uh-huh.
Oh, my God, that thing was amazing. We had a Spanish club on Bruckner Boulevard. We all go there and, party our asses off, and different companies would get on the show, and the deputies, the three chiefs, they were the refs of the fucking Gong Show. Oh my God! It went for about a year, and then they shut it down. Something happened. I don't know. I don't want to get into that.
Somebody, I'm sure what happened.
Oh yeah. It went out of control, I think.
No, come on. Come on now.
No,
they were supposed to stretch it too, and after they stretched the booster, and they got fucked up.
No, come on.
Don't believe it.
They made some money too. They made pretty good money. I think they gave it to the Burn Center.
Huh. Yeah. Sweet.
All right, gentlemen.
What do you got, Ruffy? You got any shout outs? Beef, you got any shout outs? Do you want to shout out to anybody?
No, I'm good. Thank you. I just want to thank you guys for inviting me onto this great show, and I had a lot of fun, a lot of laughs. Like I say, I always said I had a lot of fun, and it was some fun, and then it started getting to be no fun, and it was time for me to go.
You know when it's time, Beef, right?
Yeah,
you know when it's time.
Yeah. But I tell you, my heart and soul is in the fire department.
Yeah, man.
I've been around, like I say, not to brag, but I've been around a long time.
1958, kid.
I've seen a tremendous amount of great firemen to a job, and a lot of guys, the good Lord. After 9/11, I was in bad shape after 9/11. I tell you, I knew 82 of them guys personally that got taken away from us, and I got a little. I got sick over it. I did stuff that I wasn't supposed to be doing, and the intake of my body, and I got all freaking messed up. But now I'm doing good.
Good.
But I want to thank you guys, and God bless you all.
Yeah, thanks, I will. We'll definitely have you back on. We'll figure something out.
We're definitely we're having the Warren versus the Beef in the we're definitely having that, bro. Listen, fellas.
He's a great guy.
Just make sure you're not playing golf next time. Make sure we're.
I'm bringing your phone off the hook. I'm like, Beef, send the pictures.
I'll be on Knickerbocker and Drake the next time.
Oh shit! All right, cool. All right,
guys. God bless you all. Good night. Be safe.
Yep. Hang on, Beef. We're just gonna close it out, and then we'll talk to you afterwards in the back end. All right.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
No problem.
Thanks a lot, Pete.
What do you got, Ruffy?
I have. I was going to mention the lighter. So we got everything for the lighter.
Guys, I asked him about the lighter. It's all in. Everything came in. Ruffy's just going to put it on the website, And we
It'll
got
be
'em.
on tomorrow. We just got to take some pictures and put everything out, but we got everything finally. It's been a little bit of a process, but I think it will be well worth it.
You're on tomorrow night, Louis?
No, this is we have a lighter that the fire comes out the window.
Oh, I seen that. Yeah, Kevin has.
Yeah, we got a lot of that.
So I just want to mention the
It's a
first
vacant building, though.
game
Open
show.
that.
We got Tankamus Prime, and we have my man Jose will be the first two contestants.
Oh,
Martinez?
Yep, Jose Martinez will be the first two contestants on Getting
shit.
Salty Jeopardy, bro. Yep.
Let's see how tough. They're pretty tough in the chat. Let's see how tough they are when they're actually in front of the camera. Let's see
My
how that
word.
goes.
When is that going to happen, Kev?
The 21st. That'll be our last show because Christmas Eve is the 24th. We won't be on that Thursday. So we'll be wishing we'll send it out with a bang, bro. It's gonna be hilarious. Me, Pete, and Lou are already talking about really getting some good production value out of it and really getting some good memes and sound effects and so
yeah, it'll be good. And staying power. I think that'll be a good long term.
Oh, dude, I got a lot of guys I want to get
we
in
were
there,
talking
bro.
about the Q&A is kind of running course. The question and answer, we kind of get the same questions. So, we're going to try and change it up and get some new stuff going, get the people in the chat involved, break their balls a little bit more. And
I got another
I think it'll be good.
Another segment I'm working on. It's going to be like a fire news where me and Ruffy are going to talk about what's going on in current events in the news. So we're working on a lot of stuff. And of course, I talked to Ruffy today about the Wives show. That's going to come up soon. So we got a lot of new stuff coming up. I'm telling you right now, though, you motherfuckers, you guys better be courteous when my old lady comes in here. Curb your tongue with the Asian bullshit and eating the dogs and all that other bullshit. Because I will have my man Pete come down hard on you and you'll be thrown out, bro. Bam. That's what I'm saying. Pete, show him.
Right.
Good night. Sleepy time.
Good
All
night.
right, boys.
All right.
We ready to rock
Peter,
this?
good night. Thank you.
Take it out,
Kevin.
Pete.
Take it out, Petey.
Thanks,
All right,
Pete.
boys. Well, if you're listening to this fine audio podcast, wherever other fine audio podcasts are found on Spotify, iTunes, iHeartRadio, so on and so forth, you can also find us on youtube.com/Gettin Salty Experience. Now, guys, listen, this is super, super duper important. There's a call to action, they call it in the biz. All right. I'm calling to action.
Biz.
Everybody, please like, subscribe, and share. Show your friends, hit the button, hit the like button, hit the notification bell. It really helps us out. When you do that, I can then get the content out to more people. We can grow the show. You want to see Tankamus Prime and Jose Martinez in a Jello wrestling match, refereed by me.
I don't really want to see that now.
All right. Maybe your old lady, Kevin, my old lady in a Jello wrestling match.
That we're
Now
gonna
we're
see.
talking about. Now we're talking.
Don't forget don't forget about Ruffy's old lady, bro.
And Ruffy's old lady. Maybe there'll be no, I was going to say three-way, but anyway, a fatal three-way. But if you guys want all that to come out and be bigger than it is, then help us out by hitting that like, subscribe, and share button. It really helps you guys out because we can get more. Take your digit and do it. Seriously, just do it now. Share it to groups. Share it to other firefighters. Tell them about us. Spread the word. Also, Instagram @Salty Dog Inc. Super important to get us growing there, where Mr. Refrano will actually bring you awesome fire photos 7 days out of the week and all the last minute info on the show. Also, head on over to gettinsaltyapparel.com. If you guys see fit, if you guys like our stuff, please support the show and shop there, of course. And last but not least, if you have questions for our question and answer, or even if you have some suggestions for the show, shoot them on over to gettinsaltyexperience@gmail.com. Really the Q&A stuff is there, or roadshow suggestions. That's where all the info should come to. And that is all, ladies and gentlemen.
While you're on that subject, Pete, fellas, start sending over your questions for the wives. And like I said to you before, please make them respectful. But we need questions to ask, the other side of us, because it's really the unforgotten heroes, the women who stand behind the men who are waiting at home. And it's a whole different lifestyle change when they marry a fireman, as all you guys know, what your wives, what they put up with, signing on whole other
Sure is,
family.
sure
You
is.
know, it's another family. They're not marrying you; they're marrying you and your family and the Firehouse family. So, start sending the pictures. But like I said, please make them respectful. As I don't want to have Pete throw your ass out of the room. You know what I'm saying?
A few of them felt the wrath tonight. There was a few
Nice.
line steppers.
Good
Line
job, Pete.
steppers, my friend.
Good job.
That was it. All right.
And, I think that's all I got. Like I said, the live show coming up, the game show coming up. I'd like to thank the Beef. I had a great time. I love laughing. I love listening to the stories. And I truly mean this from the bottom of my heart. I love you guys. You guys are the best. Our fans are the best. You guys keep friending us and hitting us up on Facebook, and we're going to grow this thing through the roof.
100%.
And
I'm 100% behind you.
Thank you, Beef, man. And until I see you again, stay low and go, brothers.
Yeah, happy holidays and be safe and God bless you.
Same to you, Beef. We'll see you guys at the big one.
If you need anything, give me a call. I'm available.
You got it.
Cheers, boys.